Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be playing some more of the Crew Motorfest because it is Monday night. So yeah, I didn't actually stream this game last week, unfortunately. I did stream this 2 weeks ago, and that was the last stream I did before our trip, which I've now been back home for a week, which feels weird. We've now been back home as long as our trip was. In some ways, it kind of feels like we just got back, but in other ways, I'm already fully used to home life again. I guess it's always kind of similar after a vacation, similar feeling. Anyways, last Monday is when we got home, but I was just was pretty tired on Monday night, so I decided not to stream. But unfortunately, that means we missed 1 week in Motorfest, and as you guys know, this game has new stuff every week, so we missed out on one summit contest, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. As long as those challenges are still working and they're not glitching out anymore, then I should still be able to go through with the main stage this month, which should have like 2 weeks left. And we should be able to get the free car for, level 3 on the Legend Pass. Let's take a look here. So last week was Alpha City, which was probably, Alpha GP themed, which is F1 cars. We did do bull rides, but I don't think I titled the stream bull rides. I think I titled it on the new season or whatever, because that's what this is. I don't remember if this is like, yeah, I think it's like season 6 or something now. I'm not really sure. Next week is Rally Beast, so probably gonna have some off-road stuff next week. This week it looks like bikes. I'm seeing bikes everywhere, so Steel Stallions must be referring to all sorts of bikes. Anyways, we should definitely get these two challenges. I think these two come up like every week, and for a while this game was really glitching out and not giving me my rewards, but pretty sure they fixed it because last stream, which was 2 weeks ago, I think the challenges were working, so let's hope that continues. And yeah, the level 3 Legend Pass vehicle this month is the KTM 1190 RCBR track. I don't know nearly as much about bikes as I do about cars, so I know KTM is a brand, but I don't know that specific bike at all. It looks pretty cool. It could be a real racing bike that they have, or it could be a concept. I'm not really sure. There's actually a lot of concept vehicles in this game, which is kind of a cool thing. I've got some new bundle here. So we'll grab my rewards from 2 weeks ago, and then we'll enter something in the custom show, and then we'll do the summit contest. It's going to be a normal, chill stream tonight on Motorfest. Also, tonight my phone has enough battery to keep chat open for the duration of the stream. Lately, my phone's always been on low battery when I start streaming, so I always have to go plug it in. And then it's harder to read chat, but tonight we're chilling. We good. Crew Motorfest, Steel Stallions. It's kind of late tonight. It's almost 5 a.m. But, it's whatever. I have some brisk iced tea with me. Super thirsty. I just cracked this open before I started, but I'm already halfway through it. Okay, so let's check out the custom show first. See what's happening there. I put this Bentley in 2 weeks ago, I guess, for Bull Machines. What is that #1 car? Very, vibrant. As a custom show car, it works. As like an actual like car though, like if I had that car and I was using it for racing, I probably wouldn't customize it like that. But it's unique. We got some good XP there as well for bronze. So this is what I missed out on last week. Nothing crazy. Obviously getting more XP is nice, but we might not need it. Platinum reward this week is a pretty cool underglow spear hog. And then I guess the main platinum reward for the custom show this month is going to be next week. Color Rage Nitro. So what's the theme? Just bikes? Yeah, literally just bikes. Any bikes. So how many bikes do I actually own in this game? It looks like a few. Maybe, yeah, 6. Okay, so I have 3 street bikes. I have this Harley Davidson, which is Street Tier 1. I was able to do some cool customization in this car. I have a skull as like the headlight on the front. But it is a Street Tier 1 bike, it's pretty slow. This Suzuki GSX, I've actually had this since like, I think I had this in the crew too. It looks like a racing bike actually, but they have it as a Street Tier 2. But I feel like this should be a racing bike, because it definitely looks like one. It's quite fast. I think in the crew 2 for a while, this was actually my fastest stock street vehicle. They had this at a higher perf level than a bunch of other cars that I had. I also have this Street Tier 2 Honda CB1000R Neo Sports Cafe. So this bike is pretty cool too. It's got more of a Harley look rather than like it looks closer to the Harley Davidson than it does to more like a racing bike. But yeah, this Honda is pretty good. Got 2 racing bikes as well. This is a full-on racing bike here, the KTM RC16 Red Bull team. And this is a concept, like, hyper bike by Kawasaki, the Ninja H2. And then we also have my rallycross bike, or not rallycross, motocross. As for which one to put in the custom show, it's not really going to matter. I'm actually going to put the Harley in, but last day of the week, so probably won't get any votes. But in terms of customization, this is my coolest looking bike, I'd say. Yeah, this bike definitely looks the coolest. Because yeah, a lot of visual parts. So the skull is really awesome. I think there were some different variants of it as well. Yeah, there's the black skull too with the cracks, which also looks awesome, but since I have a black bike, I wanted to go with the silver skull so it stands out more. Okay, I added those pouches on as well to the seat. This is cool too, it adds like bullet holes and stuff, that's sick. Like a full like Mad Max bike. The pouches are cool though. Fairing. So I'm not even sure what this is, because I'm not a bike guy, so I don't really know all the stuff that bikes have. This looks cool though. That's the engine, right? So is the fairing just like customization on the engine? Rims. You could change the rims too, maybe. Make them like that. Might look better. I don't know. How do I zoom out here? There we go. Yeah, maybe that's too much silver. Keep those black. Swing arm. Okay, that's kind of cool too. Sure, this is super cheap. Let's get it. It just kind of adds like a little bit of color to it, really. It's literally 153 bucks in game, which is extremely cheap. The fork. Okay. Want to change the fork? Probably not. Looks good how it is. Side mirrors, you can just take them off. Exhaust, oh yeah, the chrome exhaust looks very nice. Yeah, there's some awesome customization on this. You can make your bikes look pretty cool. Those pipes look very cool as well, but they're kind of smaller. I want to go with the bigger ones, I think. So yeah, that's good. Change the rear lights, that's fine. Okay, so this is the Harley. What kind of vanity stuff do we have for this? Should I put a smoke on this? None of this stuff even matters for the custom show anyways. You only see this when you're driving, obviously. Let's go with like the purple smoke. I feel like that could look cool in this. Explosive backfire nitro makes sense. Maybe we'll get to use this bike tonight as well for certain events in the summit contests. We'll see. Underglow, don't usually do underglow on bikes. Just looks kind of overkill. So yeah, limited vanity stuff, but oh, this is sick. This is a top 100 livery that someone did with the red flames. That looks so cool. I might just do that actually. I might just get that instead of just black. Because that is definitely a livery that deserves #1 most downloaded, 13,000. Yeah, red flames on top of black just looks so cool. Green is kind of cool too. Got some different like flame stuff going on. Orange flames as well, just looks really good. Yeah, a lot of these bike liveries are pretty sick. Like this one looks really good too. The way they did the shapes and everything, it just really goes. I see one here. This one. It doesn't look as good up close. On the mini picture I saw it. It would look cool. Yeah, there's some nice stuff here. Also, you're able to use other people's liveries now for the custom show, right? Because originally you weren't able to do that, but I think you're able to do it now. Do we want to go with the red flames? I think we should. The only thing is that I have other red bikes, like that Honda one. That bike is mostly red, and it has black on it too. So with this bike, I think I was trying to go with like an all black. The only thing is we have a few parts around the bike that are red, but it's mainly the lights or whatever. It's mostly just all black, a little bit of silver. Like I've got this, what was it, the swing arm. We added some red there, but you know, it's just this minimal. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it black, but you never know. I might go with flames on this thing in the future, because this is a nice bike. Maybe not the fastest, but definitely the coolest looking, in my opinion. Coolest looking bike that I own. That's what matters for the custom show. It's all about looks. Looks like it's giving me my challenge reward right away, so that's perfect. I'm glad that Ubisoft got that under control. Wow, this room looks so empty with the bikes because they take up way less space than the cars. When these are all cars, this room looks like it's filled. With the bikes, it looks like there's so much empty space. They're so much smaller. Alright, cool. So, that is custom show. We got this challenge. It's already given me my money in XP, I guess. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. I didn't want to click on this yet, but here we go. This is my rewards for bronze in bull rides 2 weeks ago. Top 60. Only parts for bronze. Yeah, those aren't a good reward. I always say that. Platinum Underglow last week. This week the Platinum reward is Sparks and Nitro, which looks really cool actually. And they're now always giving out a vehicle for free if you hit Gold. But the exclusive vehicle is Platinum, and that's always on the last week of the month. But this week it's a rally raid bike, I guess. And then they're doing a car for next week. Oh, and that gold smoke that you can get looks insane too. The coil effect smoke. And the Ford Fiesta Red Bull edition for Platinum. Okay, before we go into that, I just wanted to double check here. What else was I going to look at? Oh yeah, this. So yeah, we're about to hit level 4 for the compete timeline, and then all my XP goes to the Legend Pass. We can get that free bike. Alright, I guess it's time to get started with this summit contest. Hopefully it's all kinds of bike races in this, so I can use my street bikes, including the Harley. But unless it's specifically Street Tier 1, then I'm going to want to use the Street Tier 2 bikes. Also, why is there 4 required vehicles for this one? So there's one loaned race, and then there's just one general racing bike. Oh, it's because I need a rally raid bike. And then there's a Red Bull KTM for motocross. Suzuki GSX RR. Is that the racing version of the one that I have? And then a rally KTM. There's only 2 events that I can do here, so maybe we want to buy this bundle depending on the price. I don't know if I need 3 new bikes, but if we just buy one of them, like for example, if we just get the rally bike, then I could do both of these 2 races. They started doing this as well, where they've started putting requirements on the feats as well. So this slalom is just no restriction, you can use anything. The speed trap is specifically bike, which is interesting. That'll be cool, I think. But yeah, the escape is, you specifically need that Suzuki GSX RR. Okay, let me take a look at the bundle, because I think they've stopped advertising the bundles here. Yeah, they used to always put it up top, but I guess they'd rather promote this, because they want you to buy CC crew credits. Obviously this Kawasaki looks insane. This is the Ninja H2, it's a Light Rider edition, which comes with smoke and nitro, but I'm not buying 140,000 cc for this. Okay, this is the Steel Stallions bundle, which is quite cheap. It's under 700k. We're getting 3 new bikes. I'm thinking maybe I buy it, because this way I get another motocross bike. I get the KTM 450 EXC Red Bull edition, the racing Suzuki GSX RR. So yeah, the street version that I said, it looks like a racing bike. This one looks like a racing version of that. It's a racing version of a racing bike, which they actually have for the racing category. And this KTM 450 Rally, this is kind of cool too, a rally raid bike, which I don't have any, so yeah, let's buy it. This bundle isn't that bad. If this were over $1 million, I wouldn't, but it's cheap and I have over 3 mil right now, so let's go ahead and buy the bundle. 3 new bikes. Steel Stallions. That's what they're calling them. Steel Stallions could, that term could be used for cars too, I think, but in this game it's definitely bikes. Bike theme. Alright, let's hit this summit contest. So for the loaned bike, it's not going to matter. For the other ones, I might want to actually customize or upgrade those bikes a bit. Definitely upgrade. Customization is a maybe. I don't want to spend all night doing that. But this one's loaned, so it doesn't matter. Okay. It's the Red Bull KTM motocross bike, aka a dirt bike. So Red Bull makes F1 cars, but I don't think I've seen any bikes that are actually by Red Bull as a brand in this game. Red Bull is like always paired with KTM. So either Red Bull is doing builds or like aftermarket stuff on KTM bikes, or they're just like straight up working together. But the bikes are by KTM still as a brand in game. They're just also by Red Bull. It's like a Red Bull KTM bike. But there are several KTM bikes that I have now that are also Red Bull. I don't have any Red Bull bikes, just Red Bull. I miss dirt biking. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done some good motocross. Oh, I was trying not to hit the trees there. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Getting some good jumps here. Jumps do slow you down a little bit if you don't use nitrous in the air. However, sometimes it's better to just take the jumps than go around them, especially for motocross. Your bike can usually always handle the big jumps. Oh, that's a brutal turn. That turn was terrible. Why'd they put that there? There we go, huge jump. What? Hang on a second, did I go over the checkpoint? I went too high. Oh, I feel like we gotta restart this now because I screwed things up and the rewind messes up my time for it. Okay, let's retry it. This was a fun one anyways. Let's redo it. Shouldn't take too long. I literally went too high on that. I shouldn't have just fully blown the nitrous there. I feel like they should take that into account. Almost like... I feel like you should get rewarded for pulling off a jump like that, not punished. I went over the checkpoint. It's not like it was like a hoop or something I had to go through. It's just like I was too high up in the air that it didn't even count. Because the checkpoints are supposed to be kind of like, you know, horizontal, right? There's no like... Normally, there's no limit on how high you're going because they expect you're on the ground, but for that one, it was after a huge jump, so they should have made it so that it still counts even if you're way high up, as long as you're still within the two horizontal bounds. So I think this jump was fine before. Yeah. Well, I completed some sort of challenge there. I didn't really see what that challenge was a part of. We'll try to dodge the trees this time. Oh, that was so close. I was so close to hitting those trees. So yeah, for like these big mounds here, you could just try to go around them, but... Oh, never mind. That one sucked. I was just about to say, like, this bike can handle all of these bumps. And then it gets caught on one right at the end there. That sucked. I feel like that's a glitch, because the bike is not supposed to do that. This thing is supposed to be able to go up any hill. This is where that huge turn was coming up. We're just hitting everything now. Hitting trees, hitting bumps. It's not looking too hot. Okay, I'll try not to go too high here. There we go. Alright, this is the farthest we've made it now. This is where I went too high before. Oh man. I tried turning the bike a lot there midair because I was gonna go in the water. I feel like it wants you to go in the water here. Look how slowly you move in the water. You gotta try to stay on the beach. The water's deep, like we're on a bike. Maybe in a car this would be okay, but like, I think in real work, what am I saying? In real life, your bike wouldn't work in water like that, even if it's shallow. I feel like driving a bike in water is not a good idea. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Okay, beat the requirement time by a lot. But we'll see how many points we get. 70k, okay. I'm bummed with 70k on a loaned vehicle race. So everyone else had the exact same bike for this. Okay, Isle of Oahu is next. Racing bike. So we could use the new one, but we know they're going to make us use that anyways. So maybe I'll go with one of my other racing bikes here. Both the Ninja H2 and the KTM are maxed out. Let's go with the KTM for this one. Might use the Ninja if we can on a different race. We'll see. So we just used a Red Bull KTM and now we're using another Red Bull KTM, but this one's going to be different, obviously. Racing bike versus dirt bike. Oh yeah, this bike is way faster. Yeah, this compared to motocross is insane. Insane difference. Oh man. Ooh, stay on road. Stay on road. So bikes like this, like the racing bikes, they're meant for the track. They're not meant for roads. Even like, you know, a highway like this. Not really a highway, but you know, an open, big open road. It's tolerable. Like trying to race around in the city streets in a bike like this would be a nightmare, but this bike is really meant for like an F1 track. Yeah, I had to slam the brakes there. Holy, that was actually super smooth. That was way smoother than I thought it was going to be. This bike is quite good at handling. Yeah, the brakes on this bike are really good actually. Super good. I don't know where the bot is, but he's gone. Normally 1v1 races, even at the difficulty I'm on, the bot is still usually quite fast, but I lost this bot right off the bat. Probably could have handled this one on like 4 out of 5 difficulty. Well, tonight is all about bikes, but I'm enjoying it. I kind of like using bikes for all sorts of different races. It's pretty fun. Between motocross and racing bikes like this, it's pretty cool actually how much variety bikes can have. Because as I've stated multiple times tonight, I'm definitely more of a car guy. With cars, I just, I have a lot more interest in them. I feel like there's a lot more variety, I guess, but doesn't mean bikes are bland or boring. There's still a lot of variety when it comes to bikes. There we go, that was like butter smooth. This bike is really, really good. 80,000. Look at the AI weeping. Okay, next is Impossible Climb, which this is any rally raid bike, but I only have the one rally raid bike, the one that we just got, which was another KTM. This one isn't Red Bull, I guess. It's just the 450 Rally. So this bike has sort of a weird look to it, but it still looks kind of cool. Looks a bit futuristic to me, but this bike is from 2015, so it means it's 10 years old. Maybe it's a concept. Could be, I don't know. I think KTM does do a lot of concept stuff, but they also just make a lot of like really kind of outlandish stuff, and it's like it's actually released. Like KTM makes cars too, and they look pretty crazy, and they're real. They exist. They're just very rare. I don't think I've seen one in person. A KTM car. KTM bikes I've probably seen, and KTM is a very popular bike brand. Okay, we're gonna want to upgrade this because it's only 349, so we gotta max this out. Astro Kid, welcome to the stream. Looks like a bunch of emojis. On my PlayStation chat, it can't render the emojis, so it just gives me the input code for all of them. Okay, we can look at customization too. White's the only color offered, no visual parts. Kind of limited customization on this. Could go with the blue and orange smoke, that could be cool. Blue and orange nitro too. Alright, that's pretty much it. KTM 450 Rally. We're gonna get this maxed out with the best rally raid parts. This is my only rally raid bike, so we gotta treat it well here. Unfortunately, we got one part that is a little bit short of 590. So the average is 588. It's good enough. This bike actually only has 100 horsepower, which I think the racing bikes have a bit more, but 100 horsepower for a bike is a lot, because this thing only weighs 200 pounds. So a car, even a car 10 times heavier than this would be under 2,500, which is still very light for a car. And 1,000 horsepower on a car like that is extremely fast. So 100 horsepower on a 200-pound bike should be good. This thing should fly. We'll see. I mean, it probably will fly. We're about to do rally raids, so as long as they have some ramps, it's gonna get crazy. Okay, so the bike itself looks pretty similar to a motocross bike, as we're like, you know, in a race here and we're seeing it in action. It looks like a motocross to me. It's pretty similar. It's off-road biking. But motocross is more just like rally, you know, rally cross. Rally raid with cars is like full off-roading stuff. It's the same thing with rally raid bikes. This is full off-road. We are going up the mountain. All the way up the mountain. This is certainly the climb, or whatever this race was called. Climbing straight up. Or a checkpoint here. Damn, I got a trophy for that. Driving up the mountain with a bike, I guess. Would you even be able to do that with a car, or even a rally raid car? Oh, this downhill is crazy too. I can't even see where we're going. The camera angle is not picking up properly. Oh, I did say we would fly. It's a nice jump. Okay, so far so good for the rally raid biking. It's going well. Want me to do a big turn here. Also, I love the Forsberg Nitro on this, the orange and blue. It looks really cool on bikes. It looks cool on cars too, but on bikes you can see it more. Looks sick. That was a quick one. I feel like I destroyed it. We'll see. Yeah, 89,000 points. My points keep going up by like 10k tonight. And I did get the bundle, which means we can do everything, so... We'll probably definitely get silver this week, maybe even gold. Maybe. One can hope. Platinum's just gonna be impossible, you already know. But gold, I think we can maybe do it. Okay, so we got another challenge done here. I wanna check this quickly. So, I've now hit level 4 on the compete timeline. Got the racing suit, Motorfest playground. And now we're going for the legend pass. Now, it looks like I also completed a challenge for, yeah, this is the bike lovers playlists. I got this challenge, which is some playlist XP and some more money. Spend a minute and 40 seconds in the air in events on a motocross bike. Okay. So that's obviously not all at once. I mean, staying in the air for a minute 40 seconds, I think, is not possible, but overall time in air. Okay, nice challenge there. It was an FXP for a level up here on the playlist timeline. Further XP boost. Oh, you're gonna get a free car actually if we're doing the playlist timeline this month. I don't know if they normally do that. But it's the Ford Focus RS RX Glow Motorsport Edition. Don't think I have that. But I feel like I've seen it before. I think I remember that. Ridiculously long title for the car. Okay, back to it. We still have 3 more events plus 3 feats to do. Ma'akua Supercross. So this will be with the KTM 450 EXC Red Bull Edition, which we just used for Knockout, which was the loaned race. Okay, so we're doing more motocross. Got this new motocross bike. This time we're using my own, the one that I bought, so yeah, again, not much to customize. I'll go with the blue and orange again because it looks good. KTM's color is orange, but with the blue as well, it looks pretty cool. Especially since this one is Red Bull, so it's got kind of the blue and red there. The Red Bull logo. Yeah, the blue and orange effects look cool. Gonna need to upgrade this. So yeah, motocross I don't really get to do a lot of in this game, so I'm not really gonna have the best motocross parts. But I'll put my best on here and see. 418 out of 540. Definitely could be a lot better. It's only 69 horsepower. Alright, well let's give it a shot. Let's see what we have. So we have going on here with this bike. Everything else so far tonight has gone well. Don't think we'll get to use street bikes either. I think it's all going to be more racy stuff. Racing bikes, motocross, or rally raid. Yeah, the bots are kind of killing me here. My bike is not going to be as fast as these guys, but I don't have the parts to upgrade this thing. I don't want to go do other races just to get parts for it, you know? We got to work with what we got for now. One day I'll have enough motocross parts to max this thing out. But for now, we gotta stick with it. Oh, those rocks almost screwed me over. Come on, the three bots are all like next to each other. We just need to catch up. If I pass one, I'd probably pass them all. Oh yeah, that was a big one. Big jump. Water severely slowed me down. Okay, we're catching up. This guy's falling behind the other two. What did it say? Did it say top 3 was good enough, or did it say I have to win? Usually for 4-man races, you have to actually win it. Here we go. Come on. I'm trying to get this one guy out of the way. I'm trying to steal this victory. Ooh. I bounced that guy out of the way. These bots are aggressive. I don't feel so bad about crashing into them because they keep trying to crash into me. Oh god, bro. Come on. Yeah, that's an annoying spot for that like, little platform or whatever. Oh, it's just kind of poking out. That's annoying. Okay, with the rewind, we're definitely going to beat the bots, but I lost like 2-3 seconds there for the summit contest final time, which affects your points. The rewind is just so I don't get beat by the bots. Make sure we actually pass this. Because otherwise rewinding doesn't actually rewind in summit contests. Your time keeps going. Oh, it was top 3, but we came first. Should get a good score then. Okay, 49. Significantly lower than my other scores tonight, but you know, for motocross, I don't have the parts to have this maxed out. I'm at a disadvantage. Okay, Motorfest Motodrome is next. So we're going to be using the Suzuki GSX RR. Which we haven't used yet, but we're going to use it again soon for the Escape. Let's test this thing out and see what we got. It literally just looks like the Suzuki that I have for street racing, but like even more extreme. It looks like a racing version of a racing bike. It's the only way to put it. Should have enough parts to max this. 880. Yeah, I have a lot of 880 racing parts. Only one color offered again. I mean, you can change the color if you want, but, you know, I don't usually like going with non-official colors. I just like to stick with what the official options are. In this case, it's only blue. That means Suzuki only sells this bike in this blue livery. Well, blue base paint and then the livery on top. Okay, for this bike, probably just some blue smoke. Maybe like this one here. Not sure what that one's called. I can't see because my face cam's in the way. Oh, for some reason only one underglow is offered on this bike, even though I have a bunch. It's fine. We'll just go with that smoke. No nitro either. No nitrous on this bike. Yeah, you can do liveries and stuff, but I'm gonna keep the Suzuki livery. It's cool. And some of this other stuff is alright too, but, you know. We're gonna keep it how it's supposed to be. Also, I guess you can't change the blue on the front, like, wheel. Because it's blue on everybody's wraps here. So I guess you gotta incorporate the blue somehow. The black is cool, even with just a little bit of blue at the front. I'm seeing some Spider-Man stuff here. Spider bike. Alright. Well, that's good. That's fine. Suzuki GSX RR. Maxed out. So this has 260 horsepower. The last bike that I just used only had 69. So huge difference. For some reason they're not disclosing the weight on this bike, which they do with some vehicles in this game, and I don't know why. It's really easy for them to just look up how much something weighs, right? Anyways, mystery weight on this bike, but it's got a lot more horsepower than the last one. Probably will be a lot faster. If this is anywhere as fast as my KTM Red Bull racing bike, then oh yeah, it's a speedster. That smoke looks cool too. Blue smoke to match. Okay, Suzuki, show me what you got. We got a turn coming up. Let's see this handling. Not bad. Whoa. The nitro gave me like screen shake there. Yeah, that's intense. That is an intense nitrous. This is very fast. We're gonna go on these hoops. I hope we get to do that. That's something out of GTA. I don't know if they're gonna let us use the hoops or not. Not the hoops, the loops. A hoop is a circle that you go through. A loop is a circle that you do. You do the circle. Can bikes even do like loops in real life? I know there's like those like like circus bikes. I don't know what, I guess stunt bikes is the proper term. When guys are driving around in cages and stuff, and I know bikes can do like loops in real life. I don't even know, can cars do loops in real life? The big loop-de-loops that they have on the track in this game, I've always thought that was kind of a unrealistic thing. Like that doesn't happen in real life, right? I don't actually know. In this game you can do loops with your car. You can take your car on the loops. Bikes would probably be even better, because I think bikes in real life do actually do loops and stuff. Stunt bikes. I have some Lego sets that are kind of with like the Lego City stunt bikes or whatever. Lego City Stunts. It's like a sub Lego line. Actually, I have a big one. I have a big set that's got a bunch of loops and stuff. It's pretty cool. I didn't build it on camera though, because that was, it was like 2 years ago I got that set. There we go. Okay, so speed-wise, it's hard to compare because obviously for this track we're getting some insanely long straightaways. Like this is a quarter mile right here. But actually that's maybe even a half mile. I don't know. That's a long straight. So it's hard to compare it to my KTM bike, which was the last racing bike I used on road. That was on a street. In terms of handling, I think that the KTM Red Bull racing bike is better at handling than this. But not like severely, like this doesn't suck or anything, it's just a little bit slower on the handling. Just a tad. And yeah, when I'm going 200, it's going to be harder to hit turns. Just got to slow down a bit. I love the turning on these bikes. You lean into it so much that it looks like you're gonna hit the ground. Like in real life, if I was doing that, I'd be scared that I'm just gonna tip the bike over and I'm gonna scrape my shoulder on the floor. That would not be fun. Okay, I still feel like we did pretty well despite a few little bumps here and there. Oh yeah, wow, that's my highest score tonight. Okay, I tamed the beast. 94,000 on this one. On the Suzuki Master. Sensei Suzuki. It's probably a real person. I think, maybe not every brand, I think most Japanese car brands are named after somebody's last name. Most American brands are named after someone's last name too, right? So yeah, Suzuki would have been some guy's last name. Maybe one of his ancestors or something. Sensei Suzuki. It's got a ring to it. Anyways, North Shore Enduro. So this is with the KTM 450 Rally, which is a rally raid bike, which is full off-road. And then we'll do the 3 feats. I'm not even in silver yet, so I don't think we're gonna get gold, but yeah, we should definitely get silver. We're gonna get a few more points, especially since you get 1,000 or 100,000 extra for doing all 9 events, meaning you either bought the bundle or you know, previously had unlocked all the vehicles needed that week. Which, in this case, we just bought the bundle. It was definitely worth it. Got some nice new rides here, some nice new bikes. This one's already been customized, right? So yeah, there really wasn't that much customization to do on all the bikes. All pretty limited. I think the street bikes are really where you want to go for customization. With the racing bikes and stuff, they all have set looks. Somehow I still didn't get better exhaust for this one, the Rally Raid bike. I need that to max this thing out. Got a better gearbox. I'll use that to compensate for it. Okay, back to Rally Raid. This is like really Rally Raid. We're in the forest right now. Well, I guess going up the mountain was even more extreme, but with this, you know, there's trees and stuff in the way. This is actually more difficult, I think, than the mountain climb. That was pretty smooth, to be honest. In principle, it was crazy, but in practice, it was pretty chill. This race is the opposite. We're just driving through the meadow, but there's actually a bunch of trees and crap in the way. It makes it hard, difficult. Ooh, careful. There's this ramp. Oh my god, that jump is insane. So this kind of jump, like, I'm not complaining. It's definitely cool to have that in a video game. Like a lot of people describe the crew games as kind of 50-50 between simulation and arcade. You know, Need for Speed being like arcade racers, and then maybe Forza being a lot more on the simulation side. Not Forza, but Gran Turismo. Forza is also like the crew, I guess. A 50-50 arcade and simulation. But yeah, it is really unrealistic, obviously, doing a huge jump like that. You wouldn't survive that in real life. You'd literally die. Your bike would get smashed, and you would die. But it's cool to have in a game, where most of the stuff when you're driving is pretty realistic. It's cool to just have giant jumps like that. Also, we got that 100k points. Destroying the leaderboards tonight, eh? Not really. I'm still not certain we're even gonna get gold, but I'm glad I'm getting a lot of points on all these. Guess I'm just pretty good with the bikes. Okay, that's all of the races. So we're still in bronze, but we're about to get silver. Like one more feat and then I'd probably be in silver, but I don't think just 3 of them is going to be enough, especially even with the extra 100k, because you need to be in the top 20k for gold. I don't think we're going to hit that, but we'll definitely get silver, and we'll be far enough into silver that, you know, over the next 24 hours no one is going to catch up to me. Should still be in silver when we collect the rewards next week. I completed some sort of other challenge here. It said that I got those things. This is more of an XP boost, but it was saying I got some of those tickets or whatever. But those are specific for playlists, right? It's for, those are for custom mode, right? I'm pretty sure those are for the custom modes. So if we look at 9/11 Legacy, for example, yeah, you go here and then there's like these tickets that you get, and you can actually use these to get rewards. But you need quite a bit of them. And then you can unlock some cool stuff. It said that I got tickets there. Maybe it was a... Hang on. Maybe it was a summit challenge. No, because these only give XP in bucks. So I don't know how I got those tickets, actually. Those came out of nowhere. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it was. It was probably a completion reward. Yeah, it was. Up here. So for completing 6 events, you get 150 P tickets. I don't know how many of those I have now. P tickets makes me think of parking ticket, but that's not what it is, obviously. What does the P stand for with these? I can't think of it right now. If I read it somewhere, I'd probably recognize it. Anyways, let's do this escape. So this escape specifically has to be done in the Suzuki GSX RR, which is kind of cool, actually. I kind of like the idea of them putting requirements on the feats as well. But, you know, if it's always a very specific vehicle, a lot of them I'm actually going to have to miss out on. Whereas this slalom, we can do with a car. We can do this with anything. The speed trap is just bike, so that's kind of cool. I think just kind of making it, rather than a specific vehicle, at least a specific category. It makes it kind of more fun and balanced. Because realistically, for a speed trap, a lot of people are going to be using mostly drag cars. Some people might use hypercars or F1 cars. Just a lot of different stuff. But with everyone using bikes, the speed traps, I think, will go a lot differently. Anyways, let's do this escape with my new Suzuki. Let's hit it. Yao escape. Okay, I should have went through the tunnel there. So I'm just kind of looking at the map to see where the roads are, and then we're just going to keep riding it as far away as possible. I kind of crashed into the wall there. Okay, 64, that's fine. I'm not complaining about that. I could have done a little bit better, but I was kind of looking at the minimap a lot just to try to find the best route. That's usually what I do for escapes that are on-road like that. For slalom, I feel like it's weird to not use a bike, but I know I'm just going to do better. Oh, it's a boat slalom, what? Okay, I was going to say I'm going to use my F1 car like I always do for slalom, but this isn't a boat. The whole week is bike themed, and then they just have a boat slalom here at Lay Point. What? Why would they put this in a bike themed week? They should have just said bike only and just made it like a normal road slalom, because this is weird. This isn't even the right boat. I need to choose vehicle. This is like the slowest boat that I have. My best one... Actually, this one... No, that one's not maxed out. This is my highest upgraded boat. This one could be better though, we got this recently. M31 wide body. Yeah, this is a pretty cool boat, and it doesn't even have the full parts. So we can put this to 610. I can't quite get there. Okay, what do I need? Exhaust, propeller, rudder. Let's take those off of the offshore MK2. Okay, it was exhaust, propeller, and rudder. Yeah, those ones are actually even lower, I think. Okay, whatever. We'll just put one of them on here and make sure we got the best. Oh yeah, the exhaust. Okay. Okay, that propeller is better as well. So this is 608 out of 610. It is almost maxed out. This should seem like the fastest boat that I have now. I don't know if overall this boat is better than the other one or not, but it is better upgraded now. Alright, let's get the slalom. Speed doesn't really matter here anyways, it's more about... speed does matter, but more about handling. Just making sure you get all of these in a timely manner. Don't miss any. They have a boat like in the way there, like that random speedboat. You should go around it. I feel like you're supposed to do the slalom maybe pretty slow. Those turns were very hard. Like a boat does not turn that fast. This isn't an on-road slalom. There's our finish line. Yikes, we're short. That was too slow. Okay. Maybe this boat is not the best at handling compared to the other one. Let's try the other one. So what was the other one short on? Just those three and then the throttles as well. Okay. Just do that just to make sure we can put the second best ones of everything else on this. Just in case I forget to go back and upgrade these things later when we do boat racing again. Okay, so 599 is the best propeller, so this one can keep the 577. 6.4 on the rudder. 601 on the throttles. Okay, so that's 603. We should be able to get this offshore MK2 at 608 or whatever, same as the other one. It's short because of this, the exhausts. $574. Yeah, that's $595. Okay, so this is 608. This one, we can give that the 95. It's 601. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we're using this boat. I just wanted to do that very quickly. Just quickly went through everything there. Alright. Offshore MK2. This boat, I think, should be better at handling. It's pitch black out here now. This boat is probably faster too. I think I checked the boats before, and this was the fastest stock one that I have. The only problem is these turns are wild, bro. Some very bad turns there. But then we just go off. Okay, as long as that counted. Yeah, there we go. I got that time. That was a tough one. That's a tough boat slalom. Okay, only one event left to complete, and that is going to be this bike-only speed trap. So for this, I'm thinking maybe we'll use the Ninja H2. The Kawasaki Ninja H2 might be the best. I think I remember saying this felt like the best, like, straight line bike. So I think this will be kind of like my, normally I use drag cars for speed traps, so this is my drag bike. Not a drag bike, it's actually the opposite, it's a racing bike, but it should definitely do well in a straight line. That's what we're gonna try. Yeah, this is maxed out. I think I did some customization on this, but yeah, it looks good. It's a good looking bike. Don't need to do much here, we just need to hit the speed trap. They spawned me pretty close, we're gonna have to back up a bit. Going backwards on a bike is way too slow. Let's turn around and go back. Go back as far as I can. Yeah, this bike just sounds crazy. I don't know what kind of engine this has. It's probably something very small, like a 2-cylinder or something, but it sounds almost like a V12 in like the really high revs, like when it sounds really high pitched. That's what it kind of sounds like. Like you're driving your Lambo or your Ferrari at like 200 plus. That's what it kind of sounds like. Okay, this is like kind of the edge of where we can go. You can see on the map where it's green here, so just back up to about there and then let's hit it. Full speed ahead. Just need to make sure I hit the side road correctly before I do the nitrous. It's points right there. I already kind of screwed it up, whatever. Full speed. Full speed ahead. Okay, that's about as fast as we're gonna get for a bike. I hit top speed there. 100,000 points. 100,000. Got the money, we got the extra 100k points as well. Should definitely be in silver. Yep, so I'm actually in the top 30k, so, you know, if I tried to redo a few of these things and get better scores, we probably could get into gold, but then I don't even know if I'd be able to maintain it for the next, you know, 17 hours until this week ends. So yeah, I think we're fine with silver. What is the gold reward? Oh yeah, it's a car. Yeah, it kind of sucks missing out on a car, but we'll get some parts. Some rally raid parts, which we know we need. It's 3 legendary rally raid parts. Okay. So yeah, this was a pretty fun summit contest. Pretty fun week in Motorfest. I like the whole bike theme. Steel Stallions. It's pretty cool, and I like how the bundle wasn't that expensive either. I always like getting the bundle and being able to use all of the, you know, weekly showcased vehicles. It's always fun doing that. And yeah, next week we have Rally Beast, which is obviously going to be some off-road stuff. So, looking forward to that. And otherwise, that's going to be it for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight on the Crew Motorfest, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.